Hello and welcome to my channel called Swiss Tesla Fan. Today in this video we're going to do a little special project. I'm going to be filming over the course of 1 week and actually showing you what my charging patterns are. And I should remind you that I'm not a homeowner, so I cannot charge at home. I only rely on the public network for charging. This will give you, I hope, a good overview of what you can expect in terms of charging a car here in Switzerland, what the restrictions are, how much it costs, and what it looks like in day-to-day life. So this is Monday morning. I'm on my way to work, and right now I have 361 kilometers of charge in the car, and I'm going to try to charge at work if there is room. So I'm going to try to charge at work. At work, I actually park in a parking lot that is P plus R, so that means park plus ride. And in these park plus ride parking lots, you're expected to park the whole day. So if you're charging the electric car, that means that you're actually going to charge it the whole day. And what they do there is that they have slow chargers, 3.7 kilowatt. That way you can charge slowly over the course of the day. And they have 12 parking spaces, and hopefully they will not all be full by the time I get there. And but we'll see that. They've been incredibly busy in the last few months, so we'll see. The nice thing about those parking spaces is that the electricity is included in the price you pay for the parking. So you don't charge they don't charge anything extra, and that's why also they are so popular. And so that's my charging pattern at work, and hopefully I can show it to you. Okay, so we're getting close to the parking lots that I park at for work. So we're gonna go into this lane to go into the parking, and we're gonna see if there are any available spaces. By the way, you can see here that I'm in automatic windshield wipers, and for some reason the car thinks that this is not enough rain, so I'm just gonna manually turn them on. But I find that really strange, and I'm still wondering if it's normal or if I should have this serviced somehow. Anyway, yeah, so here what's kind of cool is that you can see here that they have a display of the number of free electric charging spaces. Although last week when I was here, it did not work properly. It reported 12 available slots when there were actually just 1 or 2. So we'll see today if it looks more like this is realistic or not. So for each floor you'll see there's another one of these displays, and here you see here it reports 2 on this level, and on the next level it reports 2 available ones. So that's 4, not 7, so you don't know. And you can see here there's no more as you go higher. So we're gonna go here, and hopefully this will be correct. So I can see at the back there, that's where they are, that there seems to be one that's free, and seems to be another one on the other side. So we're going to take this one, I think, if we can. If it's not impossible to get in. And as you know from my previous video, I do have to back into these places because the cables are not long enough otherwise. Okay, so we made it to my work parking lot, and it's now 9:02, and you can see that I have 325 kilometers left in the battery. But we're still going to charge because it's always nice to top it off and be able to leave with a full charge. So this is what we're going to do now. Okay, so I'm finished here at work. I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna plug this back where I was, and this is gonna close itself. There you go. And so we can go see in the car. So I have not 100%, but I have a pretty full charge. I'm at what I wanted, and that's probably all the charging I'm going to be doing today. So that's just for Monday. All right. Just to clarify, I could charge at the parking lot where I live, but as I don't need to, I'm not going to. I will lose a little bit of charge getting back there. But I'm not going to charge for just 30 or 40 kilometers. It doesn't make sense to use up the battery pack for that. Okay, it's day 2, Tuesday, and I've just arrived at work and I found a parking place, so I'm going to quickly put the car to charge. And didn't charge it last night, so I drove here, and so I have a little bit of charging to do, as you can see. I hope in there it says 4 hours and 25 minutes to charge. Again, this is a pretty slow charge, but this is what I want. So we're all set, and we can leave the car here while I go to work. Okay, so we're fully charged and ready to unlock here and go unplug. Just gonna unplug this and put it back in its place. And that should close all by itself, and it did. All right, we're ready to go. So that's it for Tuesday. Okay, today it's Thursday. I didn't charge yesterday because I didn't need to, and right now I have 278 kilometers on the battery, and I'm at the parking lot next to where I live in the charging place. So we're going to charge here and top it off probably, and we'll see how long that takes. And again, this is another parking lot where the electricity is included in the price of the parking. So here I pay a monthly fee to park here the car all the time, and so compared to an internal combustion engine car, I get something included that others can't benefit from, because I can actually charge the car while I'm parking, and internal combustion engines or ICE cars can only park their cars here. So that's a nice benefit for the moment. We'll see how long these types of benefits last as sales of electric vehicles go up. All right, so let's charge the car. So as you can see here, there's actually a fire extinguisher next to electric car chargers. I don't know if that's by design, but anyway. So let's take the plug. Here the cable is not that long, and it's not the charge port. I don't know if you can see that well. And let's put it to charge. So this this plug has been a little bit tricky. Didn't always work, so we'll have to double check, but it seems to be charging fine. So let's check now in the car. Close. Okay, so let me focus on that. So it says 2 hours and 10 minutes and 278 kilometers right now. So it's charging at about 20 kilometers an hour. Oh, actually, no, it's going up. It should go up to 60 something, I think. All right, so we'll leave that finish, and we'll come back to it. Okay, so the charging is complete now. What's interesting is that if you look closely, it looks like it went a little bit over the limit I had set. And actually, normally it should be at 420 kilometers. But for some reason, it has overcharged a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. And as we can see here, we still have current going to the car, about 2 amps. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. But the charging is completed, so it will charge a little bit more than it should have. So maybe this is something new with the latest version, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's unplug now. So I'm just gonna first, as it's a public charging that has no limitation, the only way to unlock is to unlock from here or from the app. So I'm unlocking, and you can see here now the current is going down. So let's get out of the car. And now you can see it's white. I can now unlock it. Unplug it. Okay, let's unplug. Let's put it back in here. And now the charge port closed automatically. Okay, so we're done charging for the second day. Now, what we're going to do is get out of the charging. Oh, one thing I needed to show you first is up here. You see it says maximum charging time of 3 hours. So this is to avoid people staying too long and blocking the charging station. So this is why after the time was elapsed for me, so 2 hours, I came back to the car to move it. So that's what I'm going to do now, and that'll be my charging session for Thursday. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to show you, this is where I usually park the car, so either for overnight or longer times. So it's here underground, so there's no Wi-Fi reception or GSM reception. And so that means that if I need to get updates or something like that, I need to have the car in another place. So this is my usual parking lot, and as you can see, it's not what most people have when they're parking at home. Okay, today is Saturday. Yesterday I didn't use the car because I was not feeling that well, so I didn't need to charge it. And today is grocery store day, so we're gonna drive to a big grocery store, a big Migros in Geneva called Balexer. And what's nice about Migros is that they also provide free charging. So basically you can park there and you can do your shopping. And there's also a movie theater there, so you can do a lot of things. And once you come back, your car is charged. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But we're just gonna go shopping. We're not gonna go see a movie this time. And yeah, that's it. Let's go. Okay, we made it to the Migros, and it's a kind of tight spot here, parking spot. But we're gonna charge the car now. We don't really need to charge that much. I haven't charged for 2 days, so I figured for this video, let's charge here quickly. Okay, so as you can see, we don't need much charge. We're at 375 kilometers. Now, what we need to do is, in the Migros, the charging stations don't have cable attached. So we're gonna have to use our own cable. And I store mine in the frunk, so we're gonna open the frunk. Do you wanna do it?
Yes.
Okay, do it. Open the frunk.
Oh my God.
Can you reach? Okay, we've opened the frunk. Okay, let's go out there.
I can't.
So as you can see, it's a tight fit here.
No, let's go.
Okay, so let's go get the cable on the front. So it's in here. So this is the cable that Tesla gave me, so we can just use that. You want to take it?
Yes.
Okay, let's go all the way back there. And let's try not to get too wet.
Yep, and try to not bump.
If there's, yeah.
That would be nice.
Okay, so we need to plug one in there.
Here.
Well, actually, oh, you want me to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
So take that one,
Okay.
and you can plug it in there. So let me open the clamp.
This no.
Yes.
Yeah. 6.
Okay. Now we need to put the other one in the car. So you need to take that cup off.
Wait.
And I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. So there's a little bit of water there. So that won't be a problem. Okay. So small problem. The charging stations are actually not active. So if I can show you, basically there's no light. So we're not going to be able to charge, and we don't have any other room to charge. So I guess we're just going to park here for the moment. Okay, so as you can see, these charging parking places are really tight. Usually they're much larger, but the nice thing is that they're right close to the entrance. That's usually the case. But here we have a problem with the charging station that's actually not active. So we'll have to see if we can ask them to activate it. But for the moment, I'm just have to wait, go talk to the people and see if I can activate it. Okay, so finally we couldn't charge at all at the supermarkets, so I'm back here in my usual parking lot, and here we have 320 kilometers on the battery. So actually tomorrow we were planning a day trip, so I'm going to charge a little bit more. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set the limit here, and right now I have it at 80%. I'm going to move it to 90%. And that way I can charge a little bit more. I'm not sure if I have the time, but we'll see. So let's go charge the car now. And by the way, you'll see we're parked next to a very nice Model 3 Performance, red, with the, all the options. So okay, let's get this ready. So we have the plug. Let's open up the charge port and let's plug in. All right, and let's see, it gives me 2 hours. Okay, so I won't have time to finish the charge because I have to go pick up my kid at sports in an hour. But that's okay, we just need to get some charge. So I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to make it clear. There we go. So 2 hours of charge, and everything's okay there, we can go. Okay, so we didn't finish charging because I had to go pick up my son, so we left 55 minutes left, and let's just unlock it here, and we're gonna go unplug and get back on the road. So we have about 384 kilometers in the battery now after charging for well, maybe 45 minutes, and that's probably it for today. It should be enough for our day trip tomorrow. We can always get back and forth with that. All right, that's it for Saturday. Okay, today is Sunday, and we just had a big day trip to a fun water park, but that actually ate up quite significantly in our battery. As you can see, we have only 144 kilometers left in the battery, so that's about 29%. And so we're going to charge now for the last time of the week, and then we'll go to our conclusion. One thing we need to do is, as we're not going to go far tomorrow, we're going to set the limit back to 80%. And that way we don't charge to 90%, which uses the battery pack a little bit more. And it takes longer to charge anyway. All right, let's go charge. You want to do it? Come on. I'll help you. I'll take this part. Okay, let's do it together.
Let's do this. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, it's not auto playing. There we go. Okay, is it charging? Yep, it's charging.
4 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay, won't be able to stay that long, but we'll charge it a little bit. Okay, so that's it for our
That's a lot.
that's our last charging session. Okay, so here we are. It's almost 9 o'clock at night, and let's check out on let's charge. So basically it's still charging. It says it needs 55 minutes to get to the charge I set, so that's 80%. But we're actually not gonna let it complete because I do want to free the charging space. I want to keep it busy all night, and that would be actually charging, you know, too much. I mean, it would stop anyway, but don't want to keep it busy. All right, so we're gonna unplug and go park the car. So first, let's where did I stop the charge? Stop charging up here, and let's wait for it to finish. Wait for the voltage to go down. Oh, but yeah, still keeps through. Okay, let's unlock it. So let's put it back to its location, and we're done charging. So as you can see, we had a little bit over 100 kilometers before, and in it's 8:23, so in about 2 hours and 40 minutes we got not a full charge, but a pretty good one. So I think that's more than decent, and I won't have any trouble going to work and back if I need to. So that'll be it for the last charge of the week. And stay tuned for the conclusion and the some information about, some summary about the whole week, and some reflections on prices and stuff like that. Okay, so this completes our week-long review of charging with the Tesla Model 3 in Switzerland. And basically there were 2 days where I didn't charge. That's Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday because I didn't need to, and Friday because I wasn't feeling great, so I didn't work from the office, but I worked from home, and therefore I didn't need the charge. And on Sunday we had this big trip where we used up a lot of electricity, and so we charged when we got back. And again here I didn't have time to charge fully, but I've just made it to the office and I have 288 kilometers still left in the battery. Unfortunately I couldn't charge because of traffic. I got here late and all the stalls were already busy. But yeah, that sort of sums up a pretty typical week, I would say. I would say that there was nothing out of the ordinary there. Now if we look at how much it actually cost me, so there's two ways of looking at it. The optimistic way would be that I actually didn't spend any money on electricity, but that's not really true. The thing is, I'm using parking lots that include the price of electricity in it. But if you look at it in comparison with a gas car, internal combustion engine car, it is free electricity in a way, because I would have parked in these places anyway, and I would have just not benefited from the free electricity. So that's one way of looking at it. The other way, of course, is to say that I should factor in what's paid for the parking lots. And I'm lucky that at work it's included in my package, so I don't have to pay separately for this. At work it is a little bit pricey. This underground parking lot is quite pricey, as many parking garages are in Switzerland. But again, if you compare to what you would pay for a gas car, you would pay the same thing and you wouldn't benefit from the electricity. So how long these benefits still last remains to be seen. Electricity costs in Switzerland are not exactly cheap, and they will probably increase these prices as more and more people shift to electric cars. But at the same time, as there's more electric cars on the road, there should be more competition. So hopefully there will be some interesting developments there. Now, I didn't need to supercharge, and usually you don't supercharge. It's only on big trips. And even the trip I did on Sunday, I wasn't really, well, I could have stopped at a supercharger on the way back, but I just wanted to save the time, and I knew I could probably charge at home. I mean, not at home, but close to home. So yeah, I don't use superchargers that much. But you know, of course, if you buy with a referral code, you will get supercharger electricity, at least 1,500 kilometers. And if you actually refer people, you'll get that every time you refer somebody. So if you are interested in buying a car and you're looking for a referral code, I would love you to use mine. That'd be great, and I really appreciate it. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for this charging over a week in Switzerland. I'm sure you guys have questions, so please don't hesitate to ask them in the comments. I might have forgotten to mention something or talk about something, so don't hesitate. And I also, please share this video and hit the like button if you liked it, and click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will get notified on the next release video. I usually release about once a week, and usually on Sunday. If you prefer another day, you can also let me know in the comments. I just did Sunday because I was assuming that a lot of people would be free on Sunday to watch content. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.